Nidus Breachcast, the world's first identity management app made exclusively for identity experts and product owners, is available in the iOS App Store now.
Nidus Anarchy series. I am here with Kobe Han of Hopae Inc. Tell us about your background first. Your background in identity management.
All right. So actually, my background. This is I've been with Hopae for about a month, and then.
Oh wow! Okay.
Right.
That's brand new.
Right. So before that, I was actually in the investment management, and I work at a startup at the strategy.
Oh wow.
Strategy side. But during my time at the strategy side, the strategy team within a startup, that's when we had some identity issue with our end user customers. They had issue with verifying customers' age. Because they were selling alcohols.
Okay.
And then they were dealing with all this fraud, fake IDs, and then some of them refusing to show their IDs, and then getting fined as well. And that's when I first got interested in the digital identity management solution. And then I I had a chance to meet the founder and their global BD lead somewhere in networking events in Korea, and then here I am right now.
So that's a big shift in careers.
Right. It's a big shift. Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been just interested in identity management, and cybersecurity, and that type of thing?
For the past few months, actually. For the past few months, I was really interested in this. And as for cybersecurity, 10 years ago, when I was in the army for 2 years, so every Korean man have to serve army for 2 years, and then I work at a CJ6 department in communications.
And this is South Korea, I assume.
In South Korea,
okay.
South Korea, right? And then the team that I was working on dealt with the cybersecurity.
Oh wow!
So I was very exposed to all this cybersecurity, different interoperability between military systems, stuff like that, and then 10 years later on,
yeah,
I didn't know that I would be doing a similar work like this. So
it's interesting how things work out.
Right.
So what is Hopae doing differently than the hundreds of vendors that we're seeing here today?
Yeah, sure. What I can say for sure is that Hopae is the only company in the world who has the experience of dealing with a large digital wallet usage. So we were the founders of the team were the one who founded the mobile app called COOV, COOV. It was a national COVID-19 vaccination certification app that was used by South Korea that had a 43 million MAU then. So we were the only one who has such experience of how do we call it, like mass usage of digital wallet for identification. So in that case, we had to get them to generate a QR code to enter public spaces, and then to generate the QR code we had to match their ID, and then also pull data from the ministry to say that they have been vaccinated. So we are the only company that has dealt with such large scale project, and then so we are very confident that we can handle millions, or really easy. You can even handle billions of users using digital wallet at the same time for different purposes. So I think that's what sets us different from the other competitors.
That's excellent. So where do you see identity management going? I mean, it's such a quickly moving field. A year from now, 5 years from now, what do you think is the future?
Well, obviously we all know that somewhere in the future, it could be 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, 2 years, that we would not be using our physical IDs anymore. Everything would be on our mobile, but we just don't know when that's going to happen. So I think the future is that it's a very government-led initiative. It's a very government-led industry. It is. So until we see, until we have a clear picture of, hey, like North America, like say state of California or EU, like, hey, we're going to implement this by then. So unless we have a very specific timeline that is set by the governments, and that it will be actually implemented, and then I think we will have a pretty accurate timeline of, hey, when will things, how do I put it? When will digital identity be actually used in our actual life?
So you think it's going to be mandatory that you won't be able to have a physical ID? Everything is going to be digital?
Well, I think that's like 10 years, 20 years down the road for sure.
Because the thing that's interesting then is then the government would have to mandate that you have to have a cell phone. And
right.
Can they do that? I don't think so. I don't think they can make it to
I
the.
don't think they can do it.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But you know,
Isn't there probably gonna be some old school guy like myself at times who's like, I just want to use a physical ID. I don't want to have my phone on me at all times.
well, I mean, they could do that. They could do that. I mean, us having on digital IDs, I mean, for me, I think it's just really, really 20, 30 years down the road. But until that, I think it would be a hybrid. Like, hey, you could either use your physical ID or you could use a digital ID.
That's definitely where it's going right now.
Yeah, right. It's going right now.
I mean, payment digital. How many people pay for things with Apple Pay? Not that different.
So it would be pretty similar to that, like that.
Excellent. So where can more people learn about Hopae? Just direct people to where they can learn more.
You could actually log into our website, www.hopae.com, to learn more about our company and to learn about our experience, our technology, and our product. And then if you actually contact me, I'll be more than happy to demonstrate to you with our two solutions that we have, Digital Wallet SDK and an ID Verify API.
And where should they reach you? LinkedIn or?
They can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Kobe Han, KOBY. Space Han. I should be like the only person with such name on LinkedIn.
Really? Okay.
All right, you can easily find me there, or you could actually reach out to me on KOBY, Kobe at hopae.io.
Excellent.
Nidus has just created the first iOS app made exclusively for identity management professionals. It's called Nidus Breachcast, and you can download it now. It's amazing. We have real-time updates of all the latest breaches that are occurring, CVEs as they come out real-time, really pertaining just to identity management. We have media that's going on this podcast. We're going to be bringing in a lot more others as well. And we even have a complete vendor list of all the identity management vendors and all their products, so you can find out exactly where to download their software, all the documentation. And what's even more awesome is an identity management glossary. All those crazy words and acronyms that we can never remember, they're all listed in there for you. No ads, just pure information to make your life simple.